On this episode, we're going to be talking about one thing that you have to start doing, and that is implementing the ask. So the ask is really what separates great salespeople from below average to average salespeople, right? And the great salespeople are not afraid to ask for the business. The real question becomes is, when do you ask, and are you afraid of asking? Because if you're afraid of asking me for my business, you're never going to get it. You have to implement that question into your strategy, whether it's your customer service reps that are answering the phones inside of your office, whether it's your salespeople that are out asking. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of people think I don't have the resources, I'm not big enough, I can't ask for higher rates, right? Well, if Empire CLS can get some of the highest rates in the industry, if Boston Coach can, if Savoya can, if Brilliant can, that means you can too. You just have to ask for it, and you have to position it, right? So you can't just walk up without any value proposition and say, hey, here's my car service, I'm different, and I'm gonna charge you twice as much as my competitors. You have to have a value proposition behind that, right? So if you have that value proposition into place, if you have better vehicles, if you have better chauffeurs, if you have the technology, if you have better logistics management, then ask, but you have to be able to back it up. The number one reason that people do not ask is because they're afraid. They're afraid of rejection. Look, I'm afraid of rejection just like you are. But what I'm not afraid of is I'm not afraid for somebody to tell me no. Nothing is going to happen besides that potential customer telling you no. That's it. But that end result, if they say no, means that you can move on. And if you can move on, that is the second best thing in sales, right? And I think that's something that people don't really think about, is when you're selling a service, you want to have a yes or no answer. I don't want the maybe, I don't want a long drawn out sales process, I want a yes or no, and the ask helps you get there faster, right? So implement the ask into your sales process, train your CSRs to ask for the business, and back it up with your value proposition, and then do it again, and then do it again, and get over the fear of being rejected. Because that rejection that comes when somebody says no is just a new opportunity for you to go and ask somebody else for their business. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of the Ask Limo U Show, and don't forget to ask me a question.